What's up, guys? Time Jim here, and today I'm be bringing you finally my review, thoughts, what have you for Secret Wars. I finally gotten through uh, Volume 4. Time runs out. It is finally arrived at my doorstep, and I read through it and read through that. Read through the all the issues of Secret Wars and the tie-ins that I have. Read through all of it. So I thought that I would give my thoughts and reviews of all three issues of Secret Wars and some of the tie-ins that I have. So let's start off with the free comic book day issue 0 of Secret Wars. Now this pretty much sets up the entire Secret Wars event, and we see that Valeria Richards, who is the daughter of Sue and Reed Richards, with her Future Foundation. So basically, it's the think tank of the smartest kids and stuff like that of the Marvel Universe. And basically, what Valeria is telling everybody in her group is saying, okay, this world is gonna die, and I want to make sure that we survive this. Yeah, because there's no way out of this situation. There's no hope, and she knows there's no hope for this situation. Just as they're about to leave during the incursions, we see there's a big battle that's going on, and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, how are we gonna get out of this situation?" Which leads into issue 1 of Secret Wars, where the 616, the main Marvel universe, and the Ultimate Universe, which is the 1610 universe, go do an all-out battle with each other because they are the last two universes in the multiverse, and one of them wanted to survive, and one of them wanted to be the one main universe as far as the Marvel universe goes. And we see a lot of chaos, a lot of death, lots of surprises and stuff like that. A little bit of humor especially involving the Punisher. And by the way, spoiler alert: there's going to be some spoilers in there, so in this video. So just keep that in mind, guys. So anyway, back to what I was saying. There's a lot of death, a lot of chaos, as you will, and you would think because of the end of the world situation. And things happen. A lot of things happen. A lot of cool things happen. A lot of surprising things happened. And so we're good. We see basically the Marvel Universe end. While all this is going on, we have Doom, Strange, and Molecule Man basically confronting the Beyonders, saying, Doom basically being defiant and saying, "You guys are not going to destroy my universe. I'm Doom. I don't care who you are. You guys are not going to take away my universe from me." Well, as this happens, a big blinding light engulfs all three of them, and we see the panel where it says, basically, "Rest in peace, Marvel 616 universe and Marvel Ultimate Universe." And seeing that made me sad because the old 616, holds a very, very dear place in my heart, and it sort of got to me a little bit. I did sort of get a little bit of the feels seeing that. Now on to issue 2. Issue 2, we see a bunch of Thors, trying to lift up a hammer, and finally we see, one finally lift up the hammer, and we see that there's an entire room full of Thors, and they're called the Thor Corps. They're basically the police of this battle world. And who do we see them praising to? Well, they see them praising to Doom, who's basically the god of battle world, which is a nice homage to the previous and the original Secret Wars, where Doom steals the Beyonders' powers and becomes god of battle world. But unlike the previous previous Secret Wars, this Doom is sort of more fleshed out. We see that even though Doom is god of battle world and he's god of the Marvel Universe at the moment, he's not perfect. He does have some flaws still to him. He still has some things that he, still some human characteristics that he limits himself to. And he shows this to Doctor Strange, which I'm going to get to in a moment, but he shows that he may not be as powerful as he would like to think everybody. He wants everybody to think he is. He is extremely powerful, but I think he's basically puffing himself up more than what I think he actually is. Going back to Doctor Strange, uh, Doctor Strange was there when Doom got his power, and he's Doom's right hand man as far as the universe goes, as far as this battle world goes, and it's interesting to see because he's sort of Doom's confidant, and it's interesting to see this relationship because at the previous universe they were rivals. Magically speaking, Doom was basically nearly became the Sorcerer Supreme at one time, and it's interesting to see because they're rivals, but yet they're actually getting along pretty well. They're actually working very well together, and that's very interesting. I think that's an interesting dynamic that Doom is leaning on Doctor Strange for advice and counsel for things, and which is very unlike Doom because Doom, being very egotistical, says I don't need help from everybody. I'm Doom. Screw everybody else. In this version, though, I guess with all that power and all that knowledge that Doom has gotten, he sort of realizes that it's not all about me. I have to take care of all these people, and I'm gonna need some advice to take care of these people. And Strange is the closest person that I know of, the only person that I know of who's more like me than I realize. So, it's very interesting to see that, and I feel sort of, I don't know, sort of 50-50 about it. In one hand, I kind of see Strange as a scumbag, but at the same time, he knows that the universe could have died without him, without Doom, and he sort of grateful to that. So, yeah, issue 3 we pick up with with the basically we end issue 2 with finding out the Cabal survived the end of the universe, and that they killed a member of the Thor Corps, and it's crazy. Like, oh my gosh, they survived. We find out in issue 3 that they're not, Strange and his Thor Corps are going to be after the Cabal. We find out that Strange, this isn't the first time Strange has seen this, where a ship survived the previous universe, which only Doom and Strange know about. They're the only two people out of the entire battle world at this time that know about the previous universe, and they're worried about having the Cabal spread this rumor like they're Doom is from a previous universe, and Sue Richards also knows about it, but sort of knows about it. She knows that Doom wasn't a god beforehand, but she doesn't know that there was a previous universe before. So Strange tells this member of the Thor Corps that, hey, I've seen this before. You come with me. They go to the Isle of Agamotto, which is basically like Strange's safe haven, sort of his sanctum sanctorum, basically, and tells this Thor Corps member that, hey, I've seen this before. He opens the hatch, and they're the surviving members of the 616 and some of the Ultimate Universe. As we find out, Miles is also there. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, he survived in the Cabal ship by turning invisible. So, yeah. So now you have all these members of the Cabal, and you have these members of the 616, and all these people know that there's a previous universe that happened, and they found out. Reed Richards, who was one of the surviving members, finds out that Doom is in charge of this battle world, and it's going to be interesting to see where this goes because Reed, given there's history between Reed and Doom, it's not going to end very well for either of them. So that's where I am with issue 3. Issue 4 is going to be coming out next week. As far as the tie-ins go, I picked up Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. Guys, it's about time that I let that go. And thanks to Ben and Dan, for helping me out with this. And, my buddies Ben and Dan for saying, it's time to let that go. Move on from a guy. I'm like, I thank these guys for letting me do that because, for pushing me towards that because Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, man. This pretty much, I saw this and like, hey, okay, I'm going to give Spider-Man another chance, and this is what I'm going to do. And that's it. So from now on, this pretty much said to me, we're sorry for one more day. This is this is our apology for one more day. And I accept. I really enjoyed this book, and I can't wait for issue 2 of this because it reminds me of what I loved about Spider-Man. So yeah, so the other book that I also picked up was A-Force. Now you may be thinking, why do you pick up A-Force? That's it's kind of strange, but I really did enjoy it. I love the cover art. The cover art was really cool. I really loved that. I think I might get that in the poster. So I hang it up somewhere in my room. But I actually enjoyed it. I actually really did enjoy it. I didn't pick up Old Man Logan and World War Hulk, but I heard they're very, very good. Which I'm more than likely either going to get the trades for that or maybe the compendium to Secret Wars when it comes out. So yeah. I can't wait for that. There's also some other books worth mentioning. I believe Inferno was really good, and Inferno and Deadpool's Deadpool Secret Wars and Miss Deadpool and the Howling Commandos is actually pretty humorous as well. So now basically I'm going to tell you guys what I think is going to happen at the end of Secret Wars, the final issue 8. And my thoughts of it were, what I think is going to happen, it's going to come down to at least 5 people. It's going to come down to Doom, Doctor Strange, Thanos, Mr. Fantastic, and Molecule Man. All the 5 of these guys are going to try to steal, or actually all 4 of these guys, Thanos, Strange, Richards, and Molecule Man, they're all going to sort of try to steal Doom's power away, and I think 2 of them are going to be the last people standing, Thanos and Richards. We all know Thanos has taken down gods before, so he's going to, that he's going to be the one, the last man standing. And Richards, of course, Doom and Richards have a long history with each other, so something's going to happen between them, and it's not going to end very well for either of them, I don't think. So that's my prediction, guys. I cannot wait till next week for Secret Wars number 4 to come out, and I will definitely let you guys know about my thoughts about that. Let me know what you guys think of Secret Wars down below. If you enjoyed it, if you don't, what do you guys think about the tie-ins? What tie-ins are you reading right now? And yeah, that's it, guys. I am happy as can be for all this stuff. So yes, I'll talk to you guys later next week for Secret Wars number 4. Take care, guys. Bye.